All right, it is that time of the year, honey extracting season, and I'm in central Alabama. It's early June 2022. It's just a little sample of what we got for one of our bee yards, some supers that are ready to go. This time of the year here in central Alabama, we often struggle with moisture. Humidity is very high. Bees do a good job decreasing the humidity of the hive and drying out the honey, but I like to take a little extra step further. Whenever I pull honey, I let it sit for about 24 hours like this. I've got a dehumidifier, and that's a 35-pint dehumidifier. Should work fine inside this garage. And I've got two fans on top of these stacks here that's blowing air through these supers, through the honeycomb, through the bottom. I've got a couple 2x4s there to serve as a gap, and I can feel the airflow there, so I know it's drawing that lower humidity through those combs. You want moisture content to be about 18% or less. You get more than 18% moisture, and you could potentially ferment. We don't want that to happen. So that is just a little process of what we do, trying to remove moisture. And then what we'll do tomorrow is take the comb out and extract the honey out. And I've got this table over here I made. It's homemade, so it's nothing fancy, but it works. Usually me and my wife or somebody, one of the neighbors helps out. We'll set the comb here, and I've got some screws driven through here, so the comb or the frames will stick on that, and the wax caps will fall down here, and those have a lot of honey in them. We don't want to lose that. This is a wire basket, and underneath that's plastic sheeting, so the honey will drip and go down here to my catch bucket. There's a little hole drilled in here, catch the honey and filter it. And then I've got the railing system for when we get done cutting the cappings off. Set the frames here, let them slide down. Then usually another friend or neighbor or somebody helping out will load up our honey extractors. I've got two 3-frame extractors, and you got to tie these things down. They wobble, so I use my refrigerator to strap them down to, and then the honey drains out into my catch buckets. I put them into those buckets, seal them up or bottle them, and that's pretty much the process. So just a little bit of what we do behind the scenes to make this very efficient. Plastic sheeting works really great because we want to conserve as much as possible. There's some drippings that happen when you cut the comb, the wax cappings, and we don't want to lose any of that. We want to save as much honey as we can because the bees work really hard for that. Nothing fancy, but something we do inside of our garage. Just trying to make better honey.